So, where's this container you told me about, Liz?
It is over here.
That's a pretty big container. Liz, are you sure you just didn't miss this one? When you were doing your inventory check?
I triple-checked the list, Gorman. It wasn't on the list.
Do you think it might have been sent to us by accident?
It is a pretty big mistake to misplace something this size.
So, what are we supposed to do now?
What are you asking me for? This is your job.
What am I supposed to do? I can't lift that thing.
Well, have you even tried?
This is bad.
Defensive system online. Hostile threats identified. Engaging. Hostile threats eliminated.
Well, shit. What now?
Hello everyone, it's me, Goof King. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Tastier. No, the other one, from Hemoxian. Yes, that one. The Tastier here is actually the first model of their new series, Over Zero, which they started back in 2024. However, while this may be the first one of their new series, they've actually made several other models before. Like for example, this one from their Non-Zero series? What? I guess they really like the number 0, huh? Getting to the packaging, it has this really cool design of the model and a combat situation on the front. Not to mention, it also comes with prints of the full model on the side, and on the other side, the picture of the model in different poses, and even including some of the accessories it comes with. Although, can you guys kind of ignore it because I haven't talked about any of that yet? So, on the back of the box, it has this really cool holographic print of the model. It's hard to tell in the lighting, but trust me, it looks cool. And just to give you a little bit of scale, here is the box next to the Master Grade Goof. Inside the box, it comes with this stand, this other model which I will get into later, and of course the main model. Inside the packaging, it also includes this really nice backdrop of a cyberpunk city at night while it's raining. It's a really nice thing to have if you're planning on taking photos of it, with the cyberpunk aesthetic of the model really matching the backdrop. Actually, if you have the right lighting, you can even use this backdrop to recreate that one meme from Blade Runner.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
It also comes with this letter postcard thing with writing on the back. Unfortunately, it is not in English and my monkey brain can't speak any other language. But with my magic mind powers in Google Translate, I have the ability to tell you what it says. The letter is basically just a thank you note from who I believe is the designer for purchasing their product. Other than the letter, it also comes with these paper cutouts of the model itself in a smaller, more chibi style. I don't really know what these are used for, but they're nice, I guess. Oh, look at that little baby. He's so cute. Oh, look at him.
I am going to rip out your insides and use them for jump rope.
Oh. Okay then. Anyway, for our last item that comes with the box before getting into the model, we have this blueprint here. I love it when model companies do this, especially ones that don't come from a show or from anything like that. It helps give a sense of an actual, depth behind it. I just really like when models do this. It makes it feel nice, and it also adds a bit more, excitement to it. And with that said, we have covered everything that comes with the box, and it's about time we finally get into the actual model itself. Now that we're able to get into the actual model, I would like to first say that I am a massive fan of the design of this. I'm personally a sucker for sci-fi designs, especially when it comes to models. And this one, with its silver, black, red color palette, including purple, clear pieces, truly does push that aesthetic feeling towards it. It's something I find very, very appealing. As to how the model actually feels to hold, I have to say that it's not bad. The model's joints and the articulation itself is pretty good all around. It's tight, and it's able to hold poses really decently. However, the tightness can become a little bit of an issue, requiring a bit more force to cause the joints to move. I know this isn't a problem for a lot of people, me included, but I know for some people it might become an issue. But all around, it's a pretty easy fix. All you really need to do is go in there and loosen it up a bit. My main issue with the model all around is the waist. It's all around just way too loose in the connection between the two pieces. Due to this, if you move the legs too much, the waist tends to separate and disconnect. It's not a major problem because it's easy to fix, but it is enough where it can be kind of annoying. What I recommend to do is when you connect those pieces together, just pinch it up with a little bit of modeling glue. That way the pieces stay together and stop separating so much when you try moving them. I personally recommend Mr. Hobby's plastic cement. I'm pretty sure any glue will do. Other than those issues, the articulation is good, and it has a very wide range of poses it can reach with it. But instead of just talking about it, it's about time I show you what the actual articulation is like. Arm rotation, arm lift, arm bend, wrist rotation, leg rotation, leg spread, leg bend, heel and toe articulation, waist swivel, ab crunch, neck articulation, and neck spin. As you can see, the articulation is all around pretty good. Oh, and also I know I took the waist swivel thing from someone else. Now with the articulation segment done, we can finally move on to the next feature of the model. Oh yeah, baby! That's right! This model comes with light up features. The model not only comes with the light up feature, but it also comes with its own set of batteries. That way you don't have to go out and buy some. And to go with the light module, the model comes with these metal sticker face plates for the eyes, with some of the expressions that you get being more tactical and serious, and with the other expressions being more
Hi, how are you?
goofy in design. Normally, these stickers aren't really noticeable, but when the light is on, they become much more easier to see, which adds a cool effect to the kit's light up feature. Unfortunately, I don't really know the exact type of batteries the light up feature uses, but thankfully, it does come with an included set. If you know the type of batteries that this model uses, please put it in the comments below. And with that said, it is about time we get to the actual scale of the model. Here it is next to the high grade Goof Custom. And here it is next to the master grade Goof. And here it is right next to a ruler I found in a drawer. As you can see, this model is around the same size as a master grade, standing in around 8 inches tall. So all around, this model would fit perfectly for someone's master grade collection. But that's enough said about the actual model. It's time to get into the accessories of the kit. First of said accessories is, well, technically also a model, but it's a assistant model to the main one. That accessory model being the GTN 008 multi-purpose mechanical dog. But for the sake of my sanity, I'm just going to refer to it as the Robo Dog throughout the video. And surprisingly, for a accessory model, this robot dog has a surprising amount of articulation to it. Arm rotation, arm bend, foot and claw articulation, and arm pivot. With that amount of articulation, you're able to pull out some pretty decent poses with it. Even on the box, it shows that it can be folded up and put in a standby mode. However, that isn't the only thing that this thing can do. This model actually gives you the ability to turn it from man's best friend into man's best weapon. Yes sirree, you heard that right. This thing actually has the ability to transform into a weapon that the Tastier can equip. The transformation process isn't really too hard all around. All you need to really do is grab the gun barrel that's on the bottom and lift it up, which makes it look more like this. The handle is naturally out, so you don't really have to do too much for it. Once you're done with that, there's not too much left to do. All you have to simply do is rip his arms and legs off. Then you just have to split him in two. This back part will be more useful in a bit, but for now, we're just going to move it aside. Then you're done. Now you have a new minigun cannon big gun weapon for your Tastier. The big gun is cool and all, but it's not the only use that the dog has for the model. If you remember, I moved the back end of the dog aside. That part actually has a use of its own. If you go to the back of the model, you will see this little piece right here. If we remove that, it reveals a hole for something to be plugged into. If you take that piece that we removed from the Robo Dog and flip it upside down, you will see there's the piece that can be plugged into something. That's right, by putting the two together, you now have a backpack for your Tastier. The backpack is actually functional and can be opened up, as you can see here. As you can see, there's these little hole slots inside the backpack. We can use these to store these little items, which I will get into more detail later in the video. The backpack also has another purpose as well. If we grab the legs that were removed from the dog earlier in the video, we can slide them into these holes on the side of the backpack, like so. This gives us the ability to give the Tastier extra arms. These are used to hold any of the extra weapons that it comes with, like these pistols. These pistols actually have this cool little gimmick where you can pull back the back of the pistol to make it look like it's being reloaded or being fired. As someone who likes to animate, I really found this feature to be really cool and something I enjoyed. How they equipped weapons as well is quite unique compared to other models. All you have to do is remove the handle, then attach this one, which is designed to be held by special hands. The handle can actually stay connected to the special hands, but I removed them so you can see what the handle actually looks like. And once equipped it to the figure, it looks pretty cool all around. The model comes with this little piece as well. This piece is used to equip the guns to the model, like holstering them. To equip it to the actual model, all you need to do is use these little pieces right here and snap them onto the back piece, right here. This piece can be really useful for posing, especially if you're trying to give it a pose where it's reaching back to grab something. I personally really like when models do this and they give you the ability to have it equipped on the actual model. Even if I don't really use it too often, it's still a nice option to have. Something else that this model has is a bunch of hands, like these open hands, closed fists, trigger hands, and these hands, which will be more useful later. I know that throughout the video I've said that a lot, but these ones are true. If I go into them now, they won't really make too much sense. Also, we got a few more accessories that we need. All around, I just need a little bit more time.
I just need time. I need time.
The next accessory that we get are these two rifles, which have removable magazines. These are actually the same ones that can be stored in the backpack. It also comes with a buttstock, which can be moved up to the top of the gun to give it much more movement freedom in the back. All around, the rifle is a decent weapon. It gives the user plenty of options for different poses you can hit with it. Plus, you also get two of them, in case if you want to have your guy dual wield them. And if you remember, the backpack can actually hold the guns as well, which gives you the ability to equip the model with more than just two guns. But guns aren't the only thing in the Tastier's arsenal. The Tastier comes with these 4 energy blades, which can be placed into this mechanism built into his arms. The result is these blades, which kind of resemble the Mantis blades from Cyberpunk 2077.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
It also comes with pretty decent articulation as well. A cool thing that I found out is you can equip other things to this slot as well, like this pistol. If you remove its handle, you can equip it into the slot. The result is this arm pistol, which can be retracted into the arm for later use. But to do that, you have to remove a little piece that is connected into it. This piece is actually used with the hands from earlier. All you have to do is remove this piece right here and snap it into the hands. Then all you have to do is put the energy blade into it and you get this cool energy sword. You can actually use this piece to give the dog an energy sword as well. All you have to do is use these little flat pieces and pull them up and then connect them into it. When connected, it gives the dog these energy sword things. They're like wings or something? I don't really know how effective these would be. Maybe like a Dead Rising reference or something like that. You can also use these same parts to equip other things, like the rifles from earlier. And if you don't like the energy sword on the dog, you can always give it to the backpack, giving it energy sword arms. Although there will be some situations where you don't want to use an energy sword, possibly because it's overkill. Thankfully, this model does come with a slightly less drastic melee weapon. The model comes with 2 knife heads and this piece, which is used to store them if you want to have it holstered on the actual model. And to have the knives holstered, all you need to do is take this ball joint and plug it into this area in the leg. When the piece is equipped with the hand holding the handle, you can use it to recreate many iconic poses, like for example, an average British interaction. And equipped it with the pistol, you can recreate many scenes as well, like for example, an average fight against a British person and an American.
I want to fight the old man in the bathrobe.
Actually, I'm a karate wizard.
And that is it for the weapons it comes with. But it's not all the accessories, for you see this model comes with one thing. That's right, effect parts. It comes with these 2 energy slashing swords and these effect parts for the guns. When combined with the model and its weapons, it truly adds a new flavor to the entire thing, making more effective action poses and all around looking really cool. Even the robot dog comes with its own effect piece for the cannon. Although do be careful because these things are pretty sharp. I've jabbed myself a few times with it already. And that should be it. Although this model is different when it comes to other ones because it has one accessory that most do not come with. That being this coat, which is completely made up of fabric. Turns out Hemoxian does this occasionally with their models, giving them fabric clothing to go with it. Like for example this one, which they gave a fabric cape to. To put the actual coat on, the first thing you're going to have to do is remove both arms and detach the shoulder pads off them. Also, try not to make too much eye contact with it during this stage because he kind of looks,
Look at me, father. Look at me.
Anyway, next thing you want to do is take these little fabric pieces and wrap it around the exposed joints of the arm. Once it's on, it'll look something like this. All you need to do after that is simply put it back together and attach the coat to the model. And once the coat is finally on, you truly get a sense of why this was such a cool feature for them to add. The coat seems to have the ability to change the entire feel of the figure as well, turning it from this like high-tech soldier to making it look more like something you'd see hunting around the streets at night, or like that one detective with the gun for the head from that one anime. And if you combined him with his other accessories, including the effect parts, you can hit these cool looking poses. Plus, the coat has wiring in it, so you can even make it look like it's flowing in the air. Plus, with some of the movement abilities that some of the guns have, you can use it in animating.
That'll never happen. And then we'll get all cool and you'll be all like, whoa, and then we'll be all like, in your face! And then I'll be all like...
The coat also has these two holsters, which actually can holster the pistols in them. The coat also has these little metal buckles on them, which are actually made of real metal. But of course, you're always going to need somewhere to store this stuff, and also to hold the model in case if you want to hit certain poses, which you can't normally. Thankfully, for us, the model comes with this included stand. The stand itself is actually pretty unique compared to other ones. It not only includes this metal rod piece, which is used to hold the model, but it also comes with this little name tag using the metal stickers from earlier, which has its full name on it. The model also comes with some water slide decals, but I haven't put them on yet. This stand also comes with a second feature as well. To access the feature, all you have to do is lift up each of the 4 panel plates on the model. When you do that, it will expose the storage system that it has. After that, all you have to simply do is remove the stand arm and then lift up the back piece and turn it around, which will expose it. Then, just simply close up those tabs. After that, you will have this locker. The locker is quite big, being able to fit most of the accessories inside of it, with the top part of the locker having this mechanism in it which is designed to hold the main weapons, and this little part right here which is more like a small cubby for other items. And this is an image of what the locker should look like, with all the decals and all the accessories put in it. And with that out of the way, we have covered everything that the model comes with, and it's about time I give my final thoughts on it. If you couldn't tell from the video itself, I do like this model. I find it very cool and I like the aesthetic of it, not to mention the plethora of things it comes with for the price. It not only comes with a lot of different stuff that you usually wouldn't see with a model this price, but it even comes up with light up features. Including that and also the second model that you get being the robot dog. It truly feels like a bargain for the price that you pay for it, which is around $50 to $60. And with my thoughts now out of the way, it is about time I explain something before we get into the final section of the video. That being the scoring system I use. For my scoring systems, I use 3 different categories using a scale system of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. The categories being enjoyment of the model, the presence it has in a collection, and of course the build difficulty, which can be interchanged if it has a building process in it or not. For the top 2 categories, it works around the same, with the higher the number, the better the score. While the bottom one, the build difficulty, the higher the number, the harder the model building process is. Can't you just get on with it already? Alright, fine. I'll get on to the scoring now. And the score for the Tastier from Hemoxian is a 9 in enjoyment, a 9 in presentation, and a 6 for build difficulty. That gives the model a final score of 90%. I really did like this model. It's quite enjoyable, and it was definitely different than what I was used to building, which is mainly Bandai kits. The build process, while somewhat challenging, isn't too difficult, but it isn't something I would recommend to someone who just started modeling. But it isn't too difficult where you will have many problems with it. I'm also keeping an eye out on the new ones that they're releasing, like this one. All around, I highly recommend this model. It's decently cheap for everything you get, and it comes with a lot of unique features that you wouldn't usually find. Plus, it just looks really cool. And that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. And I do have something planned in the future, being the next model review. All around, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.